Now we will see about the perception. When we talk about perception, we suppose start from the sensation. So in learning process, perception is very important because learning happens through perception. It is actually our psychological faculty, this perception. So in psychology, we study about perception. So when we talk about sensation, how it happens, the sensation, how it is happening, the process of sensation starts from the stimulus which we receive from the environment. These stimulus activate our receptors in the sense organs. We all are having 5 sense organs, and all these sense organs are filled with the receptors. So these receptors receive the stimulus from the environment, and these receptors get activated, and after that what will happen is this message or the stimulus from the receptors, it will pass to the brain. In the brain we have different centers for each sense organs. These centers receive the stimulus from the sense organs through the optical nerve cities. So through that it will receive this message from the sense organs, and the brain recognize and it interpret, or we can say that it will give a kind of meaning to that impulse or the stimulation, and then we understand what it is. For example, suppose we see a red color rose flower. How we understand that it is? The light rays from that rose flower, it fall into our eyes, and after that, that activated receptor cells on our retina pass this message to the center in our brain. Brain will recognize that it is a rose flower which is red in color. Then only we understand that this is a red color rose flower. So this process is happening throughout in the learning situation or learning experiences. In the classroom teaching, it is very important because what we are doing in the classroom, a teacher is forming or giving a correct perception about the concept which she or he transact to the students. So when we talk about, suppose we are teaching a concept on movement, thermodynamics, or if you are in for art class, English or Malayalam class, we are explaining a meaning of a word. That means we are giving a correct actual perception about that word to the students. So for that we are doing all the activities, learning activities, teaching aids, any aids which you are using inside the classroom, that is for to make clear about this perception. If you are giving is clear perception to the students, if they are able to capture the correct perception about that concept, means they understood that matter or concept matter. So this is in classroom teaching, it is very important. Forming perception is very important. What are the factors which affects this perception formation? That is also important for us. So first one is our past experiences. We form this perception based on our past knowledge or past experiences. See, we have conscious and unconscious mind. It is like acting as a storage room. All the past memories, all the experiences, what all things we have gone through, it is stored in our conscious and unconscious mind. And when we have a new experience, what will happen is when we receive this stimulus, our mind will search for something similar in the storage room, that is our conscious and unconscious mind. When it will get attached with that, it will give a meaning similar to our past experience. So based on that, we will form a kind of judgment in our present experience. So similar things we are able to understand very fast because our memory, in the memory it is very clear about that, and mind can read or interpret or can give the meaning very well, which is similar to our past experience. So past knowledge is very important in the formation of perception. And second thing is the functioning of sense organs, because the sense organs are the real gateways of our knowledge. Through the sense organs only we can understand, we can receive this stimulus. So if sense organs are not working properly, our perception will not form properly. So if you want to get the correct perception, the sense organs or the channel should be clear and functioning properly. So the functioning of all the sense organs, it is very important in the perception formation. And third point, if we can say that in order to form the clear perception, we have to be taking care of our emotions and motives and beliefs. Because suppose you are in a bad mood or in a negative emotion, then your perception also will be affected and you will produce a negative behavior response to that, means your perception can change. In the same situation, if you are sitting with a positive emotion or you are very interested in that, your perception formation will change. So this is very important in the learning process, because the students' perception, when it is forming inside the classroom, they are supposed to be in a welcoming, or we can say that in a positive receptive attitude, then only the clear perception formation will take place in their mind or the classroom situation. For a teacher, it is very important, because our perception will affect our attitude and interest and the way we interact with the students, and also the way we communicate the concept to the students. So we supposed to have the clear vision about the perception, and also we supposed to try to form a clear perception on the concept which we are teaching for the students. What I have told you about is perception. In simple way, we can say that perception is nothing but it is the sensation plus meaning is equal to perception. We can say that the stimulus which is received by the sense organs, interpreted by the brain, and it gives a meaning to that, then it is called perception. So this is what is perception.